Before there was The Matrix, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, and Ready Player One, there was TRON. Came out in 1982, starring Jeff Bridges as Kevin Flynn, a young computer programmer who runs his own arcade place simply titled Flynn's. He is trying to get credit for a couple of video games that was stolen by Ed Dillinger, played by David Warner, who runs Encom. Flynn tries to get the file on the computer, but keeps getting thwarted by Master Control. So Alan and Laura, played by Bruce Boxleitner and Cindy Morgan, Flynn used to date Laura, try to tell him that they shut anybody with Group 7 access down, but the three devise a plan to get into the system and forge a Group 6 access. So when Flynn goes in and tries to hack in, he is very much pulled into the world of the digital world, and he discovers it's very much like that programs are made in the form of their users. That's interesting. And then he's held captive by Master Control. He teams up with TRON, also played by Bruce Boxleitner, and hopes to get to Master Control and save that universe. Well, you pretty much know the answer to that, but I'm not going to tell you in case you haven't seen it. It's amazing how this film was not a hit in theaters when it first came out. I mean, the effects were unbelievable. They don't even look... I look at it today and it doesn't even look dated. It's one of those films that became a hit when it was on VHS and probably became a bigger hit on DVD. That's why it spawns sequels. Well, the third one hasn't come out yet. And I gotta say, the actors do a really good job, even though they spend a good portion of the time acting off a black screen. And they gotta use their imagination the whole time. I mean, and they do a very good job at it, especially with the light cycles. And I gotta say something about Jeff Bridges' performance. He really gives a kind of a Han Solo-like performance. Jeff Bridges, for a while, he's more loose and fun in this movie, like he hasn't been in many of his other films. He's been more intense. I could say Bruce Boxleitner is kind of like the Luke Skywalker, the very serious-minded hero. Cindy Morgan is good as Laura and Yori. I mean, she does play both parts very well. David Warner, he plays triple duty. He plays Dillinger, the program Sark, who's kind of like the Darth Vader of that universe, and he also does the voice of Master Control program. Man, he pulls triple duty. And not to mention the other cast do pretty well. Bernard Hughes is good as Dumas, and the other programmers. They make their... It was a really fun movie. It really knows how to captivate your imagination, and it does very well. And it become quite a thing. I played the video game a couple times in arcades. I mean, I never beat it, but I mean, it was for this movie. There wouldn't have been a video game. There probably was games after, and now it's become quite a cult phenomenon. TRON. There's even a Disney ride about it. I gotta say, this was a fun movie. It just really pulls you into that world, and it's like, I don't know if this film introduced virtual reality, but it really paved the way for it. So if you haven't seen TRON yet, before you see TRON, the new TRON movie coming out next month, I suggest you give this film a look. I give it a 10 out of 10. Bye-bye.